Hi everybody, this video is brought to you from a donation from Anonymous. So here we go. I grew up with both parents as narcissistic. They both would hit my two sisters and I almost daily. We were not allowed to sit on the furniture. Only my parents were allowed to sit on the furniture. We're not allowed to sit on our own beds or to close our doors to our bedrooms. We were only allowed to sit on the furniture when people came over. We were not allowed to have friends or have friends over. And if we went over to someone's house and we liked it, we were not allowed to go back. She never wanted our friends around because she could not control them and abuse them also. My mother was very mean and would tell us all the time that we were just whores, would deserve to live in the gutter, who deserve to live in the gutter. I cannot tell you how many times I heard that phrase, perhaps thousands of times. We were not allowed to go to the fridge or touch the food at all. Only she was allowed to distribute the food to us. You have to understand, my father was an engineer. There was plenty of money. She would constantly tell us we had no money for anything we wanted to do. But she spent all the money she wanted on herself. Typical narcissistic parental dynamic. Mother controlling everything from where you sit, closing the bedroom door, what you can eat. You can't touch the food unless she touches it. Oh, and we're always poor. Meanwhile, the father's an engineer making good money. But yet, the mother always had everything she wanted. How many of these stories do we have to hear like this till we realize that this is just a pattern of narcissism? My father used to tweak our nipples daily until I was about 13 or so. Oh, God. As somebody who has a daughter, the thought of me touching my daughters, it's unfathomable. It is so unfathomable. But I understand it from the point of narcissism based on the mother I had. But to me personally, I just don't understand how you don't know that's fucking wrong. I remember when I finally told my sick narc mother to tell him to stop doing that. She just laughed and asked why. Why should he stop? They were so fucked up. Wow. We used to have to cover our chest area whenever he would walk by. He would do it constantly all day, every day. He used to beat us all the time, and my mother would tell him to beat us over the slightest thing. If we disagreed with her, if we said no to her, if we did not help her, etc. I was the scapegoat, and both my sisters were encouraged to hit me, torture me, punch me, blame me. I remember when I was 8 that my dad told my mother about me. I hate her so much, I don't even know why I hate her, but I can't stand her. On the night that he said that, he had come home drunk again, with lipstick all over his clothes, and my mother had drawn a knife on him to cut him and kill him. All he did was look at her and say, "Don't be stupid," as he ate his warmed up dinner at midnight, drunk off his ass with lipstick all over him. One time he came home so drunk, drove the Cadillac through the garage door, fell out the car, and threw up all over the porch. Well, drunky the fuck clown, my mother never actually crashed a car drunk, but I saw that woman. I've seen that woman vomit from alcohol more times than I can fucking remember. It was usually the next morning, though. She was constantly driving the porcelain bus. Constantly. That's how you know Laura had a good time. See, it wasn't a good time unless there was vomit and crying involved. Seriously, I'm not even exaggerating that. Every picture I have of my childhood, I have bruises on me, from my mother and my father. I am now no contact once again. I've done this several times. Always a few years at a time, but this time is the last time for me. My mother told all my relatives I was a whore and had a whorehouse of my own, was a madam. I am not kidding. They'll make up anything about you. And especially narcissistic parents with daughters love the whore line. Whore, whore, whore. If you listen again to phone call from narcissistic mother What is my mother's attack on my wife? Whore, 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 whore. That's all they got. They're one-trick ponies. Narcissists usually pick their few of their tactics out of their narcissistic gift bag, and they'll stick with it for life. That's just what they do. One time as an adult, my father punched me in the breast, hurting me on his own birthday. Well, I guess that was his birthday present, huh? Dick. I thought my name was Shut Up Stupid when I was young. My mother tried to steal my firstborn from me, and I ended up having an abortion just so they did not wreck another life. My own sister, one of them, was killed by her abusive husband and beaten for 15 years in that relationship before he killed her. She only knew that as love. My sister that is left is a full-blown lying bitch narcissist, like my mother. They used to tell me when I was young they never wanted me, and I know I was never kissed fondly or hugged. My dad, what, the nipple tweaking wasn't enough for you from your father? Jesus, what a selfish child. My dad and my mother are still so sick. I can't take the abuse anymore. My mother constantly has destroyed all my relationships, and also my surviving sister has done the same. They have called her roommates, dates, friends, everybody to tell them how horrible I am. They are the most awful people I ever met in my life. I am now in my 40s, and it's taken this long to get away from them. I hate them all, and I hate what they did to my life. I never want to see them again. My mother also stole my money as a child out of my bank account, stole my inheritance from my relatives, sold $300,000 from her own family, and went to Europe on the money for years, buying herself whatever she wanted. So why would anybody believe anything she says after that? Her money that she stole the money from was dirt poor and needed the money, but she did not care. She even stole every piece of furniture, pictures, all of it, out of her mother's house, then told her relatives burglars did it. And they love stealing property, don't they? They love stealing property. Like my father took Virginia's will that she cut us out of and destroyed it, went back to the other one. Like my father manipulated a house out of an old elderly woman who had fallen down the stairs across the street. This should just be more proof of narcissistic tactic. And I'm not really giving too much commentary on this one because this is such a familiar story that I'm sure everybody's sitting there like, yep, another one, another one, another one. She was so crazy when we were growing up. It was sick, and it did not get better with age. I mean, they get sicker. I finally, when I was 16, I called social services on them, and that was it. The abuse escalated to a huge degree. I had to leave home before I was even 18. I did not even know how to make a sandwich due to never being able to handle food or eat what I want. I did not know how to make food or cook or do anything. As I was told, I was too stupid to do anything, and no one taught me how to take care of myself. They were horrible parents and faked it all in public, smiling and hugging us, but the minute we were in the car or the friends had left, they were scowling, mean, horrible abusers. Pray for my escape from them this time, and then I never go back. Thank you so much for reading my letter. If you have the time, I appreciate any insight you have for me. I need it. Oh, and my mother did the bathroom thing. My mother also did the bathroom thing too, having to come into the bathroom when I would be going to the restroom. Also, I had ulcers by the time I was 12. 12, jeez. Took me till 24 to start developing ulcers, but you got right to it. I used to fake being ill just to get away from them. My mother would also tell us all the time that there was a war. If there was a war, she was going to poison us in our dinner and not tell us. But she would tell us this during dinner. She was and is one of the meanest, coldest assholes I have ever met. She's a sadist. They're just sadists. My dad is so cruel and violent and a sexual pervert my entire childhood. I was hit every day for over 10 years or so as a child. I can hardly trust anyone. I am not good at being close to others, keeping a job, or having a place to live. I am now self-employed. That is the only thing I can do. I am college educated, high IQ, etc. But emotionally, I am still the abused child. My mother started trying to kick us out of the house by the time we were 12, telling us when we left, we would have nothing. All the furniture was hers. She would tell us we were whores, and that is why she was going to kick us out. I assure you, we were very good kids, and were very afraid of them. She would constantly tell us she was not paying for college or paying for a wedding, etc. She honestly acted like she hated us, and she was so conceited, thinking she was a beautiful person and oh so smart. A woman recently tried to strangle her literally in a work situation. I wonder why the police could not even prosecute the aggressor, as it was all caught on tape, and the police could clearly see my mother had harassed this person for weeks, trying to make her the victim. Once again, recordings, audio, video is the best defense against the narcissist, because without that video, I guarantee you that person would have gotten locked up for assault. I guarantee you. There is so much more to the story, but it would take forever to write it all. They honestly think that they were great parents. I am not kidding. My sister is also very violent and abusive and tried to kill me a few times. My mother tried to shoot me one time during a hunting session. I am a survivor, and I will survive this, and I will learn to parent myself. Thank you for your channel. I love your videos. They have really helped me. Blessings to you and your wife and animals. Well, there's a part 2 to this I gotta pull up. I was also molested by my sister, the violent one who tried to kill me. She started molesting me when I was 5 years old or so. I was molested by a grade school teacher. My sister is sick mentally and has become the golden child, as she wants the inheritance money. And there it is. It always goes back to the money, doesn't it? She won't get it. Your mother will spend every friggin' dime of it before she ever gets a hand on it. My sick mother gambled away $5 million because, as she said, she was going to gamble it all, so we were to get none. My father constantly called me names: stupid, ugly, dumb, ding dong, fucking stupid, etc. I remember him constantly running at me, hitting me. I still have those horrible memories. He never once in my life said anything nice to me. They were all big fat liars about everything, and they still lie about so much. Now there is no money. Left all my dad's work money that he made 50 years ago or so. We were always bought nice clothes, but it was just to show off. My mother used to always tell me she wanted me to be Miss America. I am not kidding. And would push me to perform in all sorts of ways. She wanted to be a stage mother. Yeah, those pageant mothers are brutal. I thank goodness that I resisted her. I do not want to be famous in any way. My parents helped both my sisters buy homes, cars, boats, things, and never bought me anything, never helped me get a house or anything. My father gave jobs to both my sisters, but refused to give me a job where he worked. They always hated me, and I'm still trying to face that daily. Thank you for everything, and I love your channel, and thank you for helping me. The last line is all you need to remember going forward. They always hated me, and I'm still trying to face that daily. And I've been saying that over and over again. The narcissist doesn't like you. They hate you. And you will live every day trying to get over that fact, trying to get over that abuse. The only thing to do is what you have done, is to cut contact and keep your contact cut. Don't worry about what they're saying, what your mother tells people. Who cares? Who cares? She got strangled on video and the person didn't get arrested because it was obvious your mother was the aggressor. So anybody who would believe your mother is an idiot anyway, and you shouldn't give it a second thought. As difficult as that is to do, that's how you got to live your life. You can't worry about what the enablers think or what the narcissist is going to say, because they're going to say it regardless, no matter what you do. So why stand there and be a battering ram for them? Why? Stay no contact, keep no contact with your entire family, not just your mother and father, your sister as well. Okay? Your parents' abuse has set you up for a pattern of lifelong abuse, a pattern to be abused by your sister, to be abused by a teacher, for you to be too scared to tell anybody, for them not to do anything about it, to be left abandoned, to not even know how to make a sandwich on your own. And believe me, I understand that as well, because I was well into my adulthood till I could figure out how to do things, I could even just call for delivery. Like the thought of it, like it didn't even dawn on me wouldn't even have dawned on me to do something like that. That is the level of narcissistic abuse. And that is the level of what your mother and father did to you. They've always hated you. They hated you then. They hate you now. And they will hate you till the day they die. Their hate is irrational and isn't for any good reason. Their hate of you is for nothing more than to feed their own narcissistic supply. And that's just the way it's going to be, because that's reality. And to face your reality, you have to do it staying no contact and keeping these people out of your life. So thank you for your contribution. Thank you for the subject matter. It was excellent. Thank you to everybody who's watched. Please leave your comments in the comment section below. And if you want a video of your own story made, PayPal link is in the description box. You guys know what to do with it. This is Ollie Matthews. Thanks for watching. See you all again soon. Bye.